Fletcher, I didn't hear the intro. Did we start?
Yeah, it was running. We were getting audio. I don't know why it wasn't playing through the headphones.
So we're live?
We're live.
All right, episode 143 of the Takeover Sports podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Seekert, and it's just another beautiful Thursday here in the Treasure Valley. And sorry for the couple weeks off. Your boy was busy, had to do some things. You'll miss us next week as well. I'll be in San Diego for a wedding. So I'll see you guys in May. And Fletcher, the guy that makes it happen, sound off, brother. The guy that makes it all happen. How we doing?
Doing good. Good.
Good. Hey, did you have a good weekend?
Had a great weekend.
Okay. Well, anything fun you got going on this weekend?
It's my girlfriend's birthday.
Happy birthday, girlfriend. What's your girlfriend's name?
Aspen.
Hope you have a great weekend. Happy birthday. What's any fun plans for Aspen's birthday?
Just downtown, hopefully.
Like downtown drinking,
Downtown drinking.
Okay. All right. Aspen, happy birthday. Be safe. Drink water. You too, Fletcher.
Absolutely.
But we're not here to celebrate Aspen's birthday. We are here with a very special guest, the sacks leader for Boise State football last season, my man Ahmed Hassanein.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Takeover, brother. How you doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Already dropping things. Already fumbling. All right. And speaking of fumbling, 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't even force that one. 12 and a half sacks, a career year. But Ahmed, I want to know the young Ahmed. You're from Cairo, Egypt. Let's go all the way back. Born in Cairo, Egypt?
No, so I was born here, and I left when I was 6.
Okay.
So my both parents are from Egypt.
Okay.
So they basically came here to give me citizenship.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom and dad did it right.
Yep.
Good for them, dude.
My whole family is from Egypt.
Okay.
I came here. I was born and I left when I was 6. And I have a half brother. His name is Corey. Yeah, he stayed with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
He's older than me. He's like, at that time he was like 21, 22, something like that.
Oh, so wait, he's way older?
Yeah, he's older.
Oh, okay, he's older.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah. So he stayed with his mom, and I left with my dad.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then 10 years later, I lived in Egypt my whole life. Learned Arabic. I left with only English. Like learned Arabic, learned how they do over there, and when we left, we went straight to the farm. And when we go to the farm, like people have really accents in Egypt. So I was like, I don't understand what was going on. So I was like shouting at people. I was like, what's going on? Because I only spoke English.
Okay.
And then 10 years passed by, like learning Arabic, doing sports, just.
So 6 to 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 10 years. Learned the culture, learned everything. And then 10 years later, my brother, Corey, he was playing semi-pro football in Austria.
Okay.
And it was close to Egypt. So he was like, you know what? It's been 10 years. 10 years, we haven't talked. We haven't seen each other. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I forgot all the English because I only been speaking Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Arabic school as well. So it's like you learn everything in Arabic, literally.
Writing.
Yep. And it's kind of weird a little bit because in Egypt, in America here, they write from left to right. In Egypt, we write from right to left and read from right to left.
Dude.
Yeah. So I was like going this way, then going that way. So I was like, okay.
So 6-year-old Ahmed's like.
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
And I like forgot all the English too. So I couldn't like really communicate with him when he came and visited. And he saw me at that time. I was like doing really good in CrossFit and stuff, like, just ranked in CrossFit. You know the CrossFit Games?
CrossFit Games.
Yeah, the CrossFit Games. It's like a competitive thing for CrossFit.
Okay.
It's like a really high level. So I used to compete in CrossFit. So I was already had the build a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, but I wasn't like fit. Like I was 210 max. So I was
okay.
I was pretty thin.
So you were like what, 247 right now? If ESPN's right?
Nope.
What?
Yes.
How tall are you? 6'4"?
6'3".
6'4" in shoes.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
6'5" in cleats.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go. You're 265 now.
Yeah, off by 5 pounds. 270.
You're 270 now,
270,
dude.
yeah.
ESPN, we got to update that. Come on, dude. They had you at 6'4", 247. A
No.
lean 247.
No, that's
Crazy.
No.
Well, hey, teams
270.
can look at that and be like,
Hey,
hey,
you know.
yeah. Okay, but yeah, CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
So I did like CrossFit growing up, competed, and then my brother saw me. At that time in Egypt, I was really like struggling as a teenager. Didn't really grow up with a mom. Like only been raised like with a dad and family members and stuff like that. And I was really like finding my way as a young kid, so I was really struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I was supposed to go to a military school in Georgia. It's called Riverside.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was supposed to go there, and my brother came and he saw me at the same time.
Corey?
Yeah, Corey, and he was like, he's a high school teacher, and a high school football coach. So when
Corey's 31 at this time?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I think he's like 30. No, I think.
Because when you were 60, when you were 6, he was 21?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not, but he's much older than me. He's like
Okay.
has like 15 years more.
Yeah.
So
So he was probably 30, 31 when you were 16?
yep, pretty much.
What?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
He has a gray beard. That's all I can say.
A great beard?
Yeah, gray beard.
Oh, gray beard.
No, he's some gray. But
Yeah.
he's gonna get so mad at me when he watches this.
No,
Yeah.
he hasn't said anything yet.
Sorry,
Okay.
brother.
No, I'm just making sure.
My bad. Sorry. Don't take it.
So then you moved back.
Yeah, so he saw me and he talked to my dad and he was like, you know what, I'm a high school coach. He coaches wide receivers, so he doesn't coach any D-line at all. That same footwork and stuff, so I can get off and stuff like that. So I didn't know anything about football and couldn't speak English at the same time.
But you're just a freak athlete.
So I was just big and I was just like athletic a little bit. And I was like, all right, time.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. So 1 month later, I moved to the States and he began to like explain everything in football. And suddenly the goal started when I was watching the NFL. It was the Rams playing and Aaron Donald was playing. And I was like, damn, that guy's a beast, man.
Dude.
Like, what's that? Like,
Different.
Yeah. And I was like, what's that? And let's go to the NFL. And I was like, how to go there? And he was like, all right. I mean, I played at a D14 school. Think about Mater Dei. You know Mater Dei, right?
Yeah.
And Bosco and all
They're
these
like-
schools. Top,
Mm-hmm.
D1.
Mm-hmm.
I played D14.
Is that and
The
that's
bottom.
California? That's the lowest?
The bottom you can go.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow. 14 divisions?
14. Yeah. And I go to the NFL. Like, I was just watching the NFL, and I was like, how'd they go there? And he was like, first, you're going to have to go D1, and after D1, you're going to have to, be good and understand football because it's D1 is like, basically, it's pro football, but it's like in less level a little bit. Because it's like meetings and all that stuff and games and, and first you have to go there and then make your goal. And I was like, all right, and how to do it?
Oh, so you're just locked in.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, let's do the damn thing.
Because I had no other option. Like, I didn't want to go back to Egypt. I didn't want to. I wanted to stay here. I wanted to like actually make something out of basically nothing.
So you liked California?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I really did. A lot of people though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, it's too
Oh,
crowded.
Yes.
Too crowded.
A lot of
Especially Anaheim. You're in darn near LA.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I have people speaking Spanish to me now. I'm like, what?
I'm not the guy.
No,
not the guy, bro.
No, not from Mexico. I'm from Egypt. Clothes, same color,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They're close. But I was like, okay. That was good though, So
Okay.
kind of learned, and he gave me like a task, and he told me, all right, I want you to make some research and give me like what's a D1 football player, the schedule looking like. And I was like, all right, do you wake up early? Do you work out? Do you go to meetings? Do you do that stuff? Like, do you go to school? Get good grades? And I did all that. And I just did it as a D14 to just get the feel of it a little bit. And I loved it. So I kind of like working out before school, going to school, having practice, then going after practice, having basketball practice, and after basketball practice, going again to work out. Like, and this is like everyday type of thing. So I was like, all right, I was really locked in.
Mm-hmm.
until, man, it's crazy. Like it's all God's plan, all God's plan. Like yeah, it's crazy to me. Spencer Danielson played with my brother at Azusa Pacific, and at that time, he was the D line coach. So when I was getting recruited, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get scenes from a D14 school. So I have to do something. I have to. My brother was like, all right, we're gonna go to camps. We're gonna go this. We're gonna go this. And I just
Yeah.
went to camps and dominated Mater Dei kids, dominated Bosco kids. I was like, everybody was like, who's that guy?
Why is he in Division 14? What?
Why? Who's he? Like,
Yeah.
what's his name? And I was like, Ahmed Hassanein. Where he's from? Egypt. What? How long he's been playing football? 2 years. So I'm
No
like,
way.
yeah. So I just went and just like dominated the camp. And that time it was also COVID. So I only
So this is 2020.
yeah. At that time
Yeah.
it was COVID. So we had to like wear masks in like closed facilities. And I was like, all right, I'm not. How am I gonna get recruited? How am I gonna get a scholarship? Like, what's gonna happen here? Because this is the year that I have. It's my senior year. It's like
So much unknown.
yeah. It's like I don't know what's gonna go on. But I had faith in God, and I was like, okay, you take the wheel, and I'll just be in the car. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna trust it. And then I had a lot of stress. And I was like, bro, it's COVID. It's like I played a low rated division, and also like at that time I was getting offered by Mater Dei to go there and play. I shouldn't say that, but
They wanted you?
yeah, and they wanted me as like a third package guy, and my brother was like, "You're not gonna be a third guy. Like,
Yeah,
you're not gonna be.
no,
You're not gonna go there for a package."
Yeah.
No.
For a situation.
I was like,
yeah.
but I was like, bro, like if I go there, I might like make something. I'm gonna stand out. I'll promise you that.
I mean, yeah, because you're kind of weighing
Yeah.
it like, well, hey, then like that's top tier.
You
Like, those are
know?
top dogs. I can.
I'm gonna get like an offer from here. Like I'm gonna get a lot of schools if I go there. You know, it's a lot known. And he was like, "It's better." What's the saying in
the
English?
grass isn't always greener.
That, but the fish in a small pond, something like that.
Big fish in a small pond.
Here we go.
There it is. Okay, yeah.
Big
Yeah.
fish in a small pond. So
Yeah.
I really like played my junior year, played my senior year. Only played 5 games my senior year in high school, and at that time, I was like dominating all camps, like just going to camps and just like doing 3-day camp and just really like learning the game. Doing like some pass rush 101, played like overtime, did something like Friday nights or something like that.
Okay, I've heard of overtime.
Yeah, so they did like that, and that really like played there, put the pads on because that was the opportunity to like showcase a little bit myself. And I did that and I like started posting my film on Twitter and started getting like hits and like coaches like liking it, coach hitting me up in DMs. I'm like, whoa, that's a whole nother level now. That's like there's a lot of coaches out there, and like starting getting offers, first D1 offer, second D1 offer, third D1 offer. And I was like, whoa, I can literally do
Okay,
this now.
so-
That's
okay.
confirmation now. And without nowhere, Spencer Danielson texted me and he was like, loved your film. And start the recruiting process. So I got super excited and I was like, whoa. Boise State just texted me, like, bro, check this out. And every coaches that text me, I go to my brother and be like, oh, check this out. Look.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's good. Just log in. Just
Okay. He's
vibe.
like, hey, stay humble.
Yeah,
I kind of
that's
like.
okay. But I want to go there, and I was like, Spencer Danielson texted you? I played with that guy. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Corey's like, no way,
Yeah.
Spence.
So I was like, I typed. I was like, hey, you played with my brother Corey, and he's like, Corey. Because me and him are different sizes. I'll tell you that. Like he's 180, 5'8". I'm 6'3", 270. So
Spence?
it's like no,
Or
me-
Corey?
Corey, me and my brother.
Oh, because I was gonna ask, what position did your brother play?
wide receiver.
Okay,
Slot
wide receiver.
yeah. And he played quarterback in Austria and all that stuff. So
Okay,
he's like kind of like all around athlete,
okay.
you know.
Damn, 5'8".
Yeah,
You guys, what?
yeah, it is. He just had his first baby yesterday too.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Corey.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Mhm,
awesome.
mhm. Judah,
Wow.
Judah,
Girl,
boy,
boy,
Sick
beautiful boy name as
name.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
Okay.
Um,
Well, yeah. Congrats, Corey. That's awesome. And then so, Corey played with Spencer where?
Azusa Pacific.
High school,
No, college.
college,
Yeah.
Pacific. Okay, this is a Pacific.
You don't have a. I think you don't have like a college football team anymore. They like kind of
It dissolved?
Yeah,
Shoot.
yeah, because it was really low. But I get like recruited from there, and then now I'm here. And
So your brother was like, "Yo,
hmm
let's give it a chance." Because was he telling you, "Oh, Spence texted me, let's stay locked in"? Because he was kind of telling you that with other coaches.
Well, yeah, but Spencer texted me, and I was like, "Hey, you know my brother?" And he's like, "No way, Corey."
Yeah.
And this when the recruiting process started,
Okay.
and Boise,
Oh.
Boise was the last offer I got, and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm set here. I'm gonna go there."
That's what sold it.
Yeah, and I was like, everything happens for a reason, and there's no way out of 130 college football teams, Spencer Dennison, the one that texted me without knowing that my brother is Corey that he played with, and it was like really felt like
it all came.
Spencer's like the type of man that I just want to like play for as a guy because he's just like so humble, like strict, like giving you the truth, loves you dearly. I mean, he's the guy. So I just felt like, man, that's my calling. I need to be here.
So that is what sold you. Him reaching out to you.
Yeah, and he's like building the relationship too as well.
Not even a visit.
No, at COVID I couldn't visit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So did you do like a virtual visit? Did that happen? Okay, over Zoom.
Yeah, I did. And then I committed on the spot too. So I was like, "Yep, I'm coming to your school." Like first
verbal commit immediately.
Yeah, first Zoom meeting, me and my brother. I was like, I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to Boise. So.
Was there anything on the Zoom that made it confirmed for you that you saw?
Not really. I always knew, and deep in my heart, my brother always also felt like Boise State is a place for me because it's the best place to develop as a young man and as a football player as well. Mm-hmm. So it was like this is gonna help you in life, not just football. And right. I know what kind of guy Spencer is. Mm-hmm. So I trust him and just go there. So I was just like, okay.
And so when you got to Boise State, you worked with Spencer from the get-go, right? Because he was defensive linebackers coach.
Actually, the day that I committed, Harsin got fired. Not got fired. Went to Auburn.
So, okay, you were potentially with Harsin.
Yep.
But then you were with Avalos his first year.
Yep.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So, and then as soon as I did that.
That's right.
I didn't know Coach D even was going to stay, but he stayed as a defensive coordinator. He, elevated from a D-line coach to a defensive coordinator.
Right.
And then I was like, all right, I'm going to play for
you. Okay, Spencer's here, I'm here.
Yep. If he would have left, I probably would have been. I don't think I would have been in Boise. But
really, what? No, and so a lot of players have said that I've spoken with. And did you work with Avalos at all? Because he was defensive minded.
I did.
Because he was coming from a defensive coordinator in Oregon. So how was he? How was working with Andy Avalos?
Good. I mean, yeah. He kind of works with the edges.
Okay.
So I worked with him directly.
Okay.
Great coach. All respect to him. All respect that he did to me. Love him as a person. He's good. I mean, there's nothing bad to say about him. Mm-hmm. I wish him the best of luck. I wish him the best of things in life. Mm-hmm. So I just wish him the best.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But so that's awesome because I heard good things about him too. But but then Spencer Danielson, even just like you said, he wasn't even the head coach, and you're like, if he's not here, I don't want to be here. And so
the guy for me was Spencer. I'll be honest with you. The reason I stayed, the reason I came back here, the reason I came even to Boise State is because of Spencer Danielson.
And so to you, Ahmed, Spencer Danielson, when he got that head coaching job, was there anyone else more deserving? Who is he to you? Mentor, coach, as a person?
Other than, I said this in other interviews too, but other than, and I truly believe this about him, other than he's a great coach and a great mentor, he's a good father and a great person to look at and be like, damn, he treats everybody the right way. He he cares so deeply and so much about his players, about his daughters, about his wife. And I'm like, wow, this guy is great to look at and as a mentor and to be like, okay, maybe I want to be like that guy one day. Yeah. How he treats people and how he loves God too. How he brings God into everything he does is really on, if you go to his room, the head coach room, and he has 3 things: love God, treat people the right way, work hard. That's the 3 things that he known by. And if you talk to anybody, Spencer Danielson, always first one in the building, always puts extra work. If you need him anytime, he will be there. He texts you randomly, hey, love you. I love you too. Like,
See, stuff like that is
yeah, I
just,
mean,
it's so genuine.
invites you to church. Like, he's like, when it takes his players, actually picks up his players to go to church. Like, who does that? Like, I mean, who head coach does that? Um,
I don't, that is rare.
so it's
That
like,
is,
that's the person that he's known by. Like, he's that. I just love him. I mean, I love you, Coach D. He's awesome, and he's a great guy, and he wants to take care of his players.
mhm.
Like, big name players too came back because of Coach D. You know,
Yeah.
so,
I mean, that's what I heard too. It's,
Mhm.
I mean, it seemed like there would have been a lot of turnover
Oh, yeah.
if there would have been another name called.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
And it wasn't even, I mentioned this too with other players. It's not even like the football players too. Like I know some of the media people and the video crew, even operations equipment. They're like, I would have left.
Yeah.
Like I would have taken another job. I would have gone to so and
100%.
so. I would have gone south
hmm
if Spencer Danielson was the coach. And I'm like, you don't even play. Like, are you serious?
100%.
They're like, yeah.
And still to this day, I mean, you talking. I don't know if I put some school on the spot, but to this day, there's school that like hits you up, offers you money, goes to call all the NIL stuff, and you still not Coach D. Yeah,
Really?
it happens. With like, I'm not gonna put any names. I'm not gonna say any name.
Right.
But it's
But it happens.
Power Five. Yeah, and D offers you a ton of money, but at the end of the day, money's not everything, And I know I will make that money later on, but what I have here at Boise State and what I have with Coach G, I'm just talking from like
Dude, you got me hyped
experience.
up. Yeah.
I'm just talking from experience.
Uh-huh.
So these type of like relationship over everything. I don't want I don't want money. Of course, money sounds nice and everything, but I'll make that later on.
hmm
The thing that I have with Boise State and the thing that I have with Coach, the relationship that I have with Coach D,
Irreplaceable, huh?
yeah, and with Jabril too as my position coach,
Jabril Frazier.
Jabril Frazier
Yeah.
too. So I mean, man, that's the older people that I want to ask. Coach Hilgard, I mean, Coach Shins, all these talented coaches that get here, and then I'm sure that they also got offers from other schools, and they decided to stay here.
Yeah.
I mean, the care and the character value is off the charts. I just,
Because,
I'm surrounded by great people and great-minded people.
and that's awesome, dude. Because I'm sure you even, kind of like what you said, the people is kind of really what makes it,
Yeah.
and that it kind of even just goes like, even like just people like me, like in a work environment,
Mhm.
what I want to be happy going to
Yep.
my job rather than making like a 20K bonus
Exactly.
and being miserable going to work every day,
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's why, it can be any school. A
Mhm.
Power 5 school, you go there, oh, I make this much more money, but like,
Yeah.
dude, my coach treats me like crap.
Exactly.
There's no teammate chemistry. And so it's like,
Every-
I can't replace this.
Yeah. There's nothing you can. Yeah. That's 100%.
Good for you, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm sure you kind of were like, man, but no.
Yeah.
way.
I mean, this is also like you're talking about like life-changing money.
I couldn't imagine.
It's
Yeah.
like these schools have so much money and so much to offer that I'm like,
Corey, you see this?
they're like, damn, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, and they're relentless. Like, they are relentless.
Like they're, hey, following up.
Following up, going liking all your photos on Instagram. Just like, they can't like, they giving you calls like from like non-caller ID and just like,
Oh, they're trying to. They're trying to be
so
slick.
it's just like going around
Like,
a
hey,
little
it's
bit.
me again.
It's like you can't leave like a voicemail or anything because it's like,
Okay.
so.
Is there, and so that's crazy that they're
Mhm.
still hitting you up. Is there ever like a cutoff period where they, like it's like a tampering, like they can't hit you up anymore legally or rules wise?
Like, so when the transfer portal opens,
Right.
which is like opening, I think it's
I think
opened already.
It's still open, I think.
I don't know.
And then does it close?
It closed when like season starts.
Okay.
Or
So, like,
when
late
summer
August?
begins. Or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that, because they want you for summer workouts and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um,
So it's kind of like
beginning of the spring because they want to see what you're gonna do in spring ball, stuff like that. I think there's
yeah.
opens to it. Like there's
Okay.
some certain to it, but I'm not really sure when does it open.
Okay. I'd probably have to look that up because I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
it's they have it like every few months where
Yeah.
they like spring ball. They have you go through spring ball. Once spring ball ends, they open it up again. So it opened up like last week or something.
Yep.
and then it has like 30 days, then they're going to close it again.
Okay.
I want to say it stays closed for most of the summer, then opens back up before fall ball, and then so on.
Oh, so it's kind of like open close,
Yeah.
It
open
opens
close.
close, yeah.
And that makes sense too, especially with like the camps that they got,
Yep.
and then finals, and then summer, and then you got the summer ball. Okay.
You know, so it's like you get the like.
Have you been tempted to block any of them?
I mean, you can't really, because there's so many different coaches and so many different people that actually like goes in and like follows you. Like that coach followed you, that coach followed you, that coach followed you
From the same school?
from the same school, and it's like, all right, cool, follow me. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Like, you know, just like
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And keep
Uh,
that follower count up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'll-
can't,
all
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
so whatever.
We got a comment from Skyship208. He's a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, write this down. Ahmed will beat Curtis Weaver's 2019 All-American Junior Season sack total with 13.5 this upcoming season.
Come on,
That's one more, dude.
come on.
That is one
I can't
more.
wait, man. I just can't wait.
And that's a perfect segue. Skyship208, appreciate you, because I wanted to talk about at least just your first 2 years.
Mhm.
So you're on the team now. You're working with the coaches.
Yep.
Freshman year rolls around.
Mhm.
You're kind of coming like in and out, right? You weren't.
Yeah.
You didn't start, right?
I
Or-
did not know.
So you were
Freshman year.
okay. And did they tell you that they're like, "Hey, Ahmed, we kind of want to develop you"? How did your freshman year go?
My freshman, so I didn't redshirt my freshman year. I basically played like 7 games,
I think yeah,
seven
seven.
around there.
Yeah, 7, 8.
But as like I getting like 4 snaps. Maybe this game I'll get 10 snaps, stuff like that. The most I think I played in one game it was Nevada, and Air Force, Utah State was my first game playing.
Okay. Because I couldn't see snap totals. I just saw tackles
Yeah.
and games played.
So I played in my freshman year and I also played a lot of special teams. So I was like on like field goal block,
Okay.
stuff like that because I was just good at it and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever.
Just wreck havoc.
You
Yeah.
know?
Let's see if I
And
can
just like
block one.
having that experience a little bit, being on the sideline, understanding what coaches are talking about, having like just maybe next year is gonna be my year, maybe the next year is gonna be my year. So it's like going like learning and just observing everything and just like if somebody makes a play, I'm just there for them, happy for them. Like
Mhm.
I know my time will come.
Nice.
So I'm just like, all right, let's do it. Like you know, like
So yeah, they were kind of like Ahmed, like freshman year. We
Yeah.
kind of want to groom you. Okay?
yeah, it's like this is what happens with like a lot of freshmen too. Just like, you know, play and develop and just like basically climbing a ladder. You know, you're not gonna reach the top like there.
Right.
You know, you just have to climb it. So
Okay. And then so sophomore year rolls around
yep.
and seen a little more. I saw 12 games played, but
Mhm.
it still kind of looked like you were kind of coming in and out
Yep.
a bit. And so
Starting a few games.
started a couple games.
Started a couple games, yeah.
I think you got what, 2 sacks?
2 sacks.
A couple sacks. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you remember your first sack?
Collegiate.
Collegiate.
It was UT Martin, right?
Now you tell me.
UT Martin.
UT Martin it is.
I don't know if the name is right, but I know it was like
It was, yeah.
it was a strip sack, so.
Yep.
I
It
know
was
it.
that UT Martin. It was the first home game.
Yep.
Yeah.
hmm
So,
I
yeah.
got in and got a sack. I was like very excited.
You're like, let's go.
Yeah.
It's time, baby.
Uh-huh.
And so, did you start your sophomore season, or were you
I
kind
did.
of okay? You did.
So George Tarlis was in front of me.
That's right.
I
Okay.
came in as a inside guy. So I came in as a D line, as an interior. And then I was good. I was really good pass rushing, like in practice 1-on-1. I was like, oh, okay, he's good at pass rushing. So we're going to move him to edge. And especially because there wasn't like a lot of bodies in edge. It was just only like George Tarlis and Dimitri Washington. So they were like, okay, we're going to move you to edge. You're going to back up George Tarlis. And then George Tarlis got hurt, and then I started after George Tarlis. And I think that was my
Next
first.
man up.
Mhm. The first start was, I think, Utah State too.
Okay.
So it was a good game.
Okay. And then so, by the end of the sophomore season, what are you thinking? Okay, 2 years under me. I got a couple sacks. Did the
And-
coaches look at you ever that offseason and be like, "Hey, Ahmed, like you're our guy going forward"?
No, they did not.
Really?
They always the thing that I appreciate about college coaches is they don't tell you what's coming. They don't tell you. I mean, they do tell you. They have a good knowledge about what going into next year.
Mm-hmm.
It means like they don't want to make you basically comfortable.
I see.
You know, my sophomore year, I started a couple games. Okay, like there's a lot of people leaving. Next man up. Are you gonna step up? If not, then we have another guy to put in. But are you gonna step up? And then junior year hits, fall camp hits, worked my ass off in the summer, did everything clean, eating wise, learning the game, learning the sets, giving the backfield cheats, learning basically football. And I'm always gonna learn football, but just basic like having a basic knowledge about what the game is, other than just being powerful all the time.
Mhm.
So just like recognizing, just being a football player, other than just like trying to like be like actually just having fun out there and playing football. So going in, starting summer, uh, we do summer workouts and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna work my ass off, hard working, first in line, just like going after it. And then fall camp hits, and I'm starting, and I was like, okay, what's the thing to do to just keep my spot, because I don't want to lose it. I actually want to start like bad,
Mhm.
and I had that kind of like edge of it, like, okay, I'll do whatever it takes to get there. If I need to stay extra an hour, 2 hours more, if I need to be here
We'll
earlier,
do whatever it takes.
I just want to start. And started and had a great year. I can't wait to come back and do it all over again.
Oh, I bet you are
Oh,
just.
yeah.
Spencer Danielson's the head coach now officially.
Yep.
We're bringing back darn near everyone.
Mhm.
We got some good, transfers coming in,
Yep.
and I'm sure there's a different feel now that you, at a Boise State program, has a chance to make the college football playoff with now 12 slots. I'm sure everyone's thinking that and everyone knows it. Does that kind of add an extra like,
Oh yeah.
let's go?
Yeah. That's one of the top goals for sure.
Mhm.
That's Coach D talks about it. Everybody talks about it. It's just like it's
We have a
like
chance
that's
now.
our goal.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. I mean, we do whatever it takes. We have a team. We have everybody. We have a really talented team. Talented, that very hungry and very like have that will do whatever it takes to get where they want to be,
Mhm.
and just doing everything differently. Really, like we do everything differently, not like we used to do in the past. We doing everything differently with under Coach D. So that's kind
Really?
of like,
Yeah, because you've seen the
yeah.
previous.
So I seen the previous. We seen what works. We seen doesn't work. We've seen how we take care of our body. We've seen what doesn't take care of our bodies. Like it's really like there's a lot of science behind it. Coach D's adding a lot of stuff like into the program, into like nutrition wise, workout wise with Coach Helgart. It's awesome, man. It's gonna be a big year.
So you can now officially see Spencer Danielson's way of
Mhm.
preparing for a season. I mean, is it just like can you tell everything's working? Like how does it feel different than
It does.
other than Avalos or
Not to say anything about I said all respect to him.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But the things that Coach D does is we like more. Like not we like. It's like it's for sure harder,
Mm-hmm.
but now we can see the why behind it.
Rewarding.
We see the why behind
The
it.
why.
So
Yeah.
it's like we doing that and that and that, and I'm gonna explain to you why we doing that and that and that, other than just doing it and not understanding
You're like, wait, what was the point of that?
why are we doing this?
Yeah.
What's the point behind it?
Uh-huh.
But now we have a clear view and a clear understanding about why we're doing this, what this is gonna do, how this is affecting us as a team, and as
Transparency.
yeah,
Yeah.
and as like bringing the leadership group in too as well. There's a lot of like I'm one of the leadership groups, and having other group that's called the influencer group that's not there in the leadership, but it's going to be there. So it's like he's bringing all the team together, other than just being like commanding coaches from like coaches to players. It's actually a player-led team, which is like
Whoa, okay.
I'm gonna stay out of it. Like obviously, like, if something happened with the players, yeah, coach is gonna get involved. But we want to be a player-led team. This is what successful teams do. It's player-led, not coaches-led. Because
Yeah.
if you have your players leading the team, you're set. Like you're
Yeah.
good. You don't like all you have to worry about is just coach me
Mhm.
and tell me what to do on the field, and I'll do it.
Yep.
Other than just like you have to be there on time. You have to come early. You have to do that. You have to do that. You have to do, and just coaches spending the time and effort, other than just coach me up, mentor me, and I'll take it as you gave it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
So-
absolutely what you're saying.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's player-led team, man.
Yeah, no,
Really
you just
like it.
kind of sat up right there. You're like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got you fired up,
I got
dude.
excited.
Yeah. And so going into this season too, is there anything in your game specifically that you're focusing on where you're like, I need to dial this in
Yeah.
for this season? This is how I'm going to be not just good. This is
Mhm.
going to get me to 15 and a half sacks. This is
Yeah.
going to get me to 4 forced fumbles. What is that?
I mean, I kind of have a lot of things in mind, but the most thing that I want to get better at is understanding the game. Understanding, and I said this before, you're never too old to understand a game or to learn what the other team will want to do to you. Um, so going in my senior season, the one thing that I really need to get better at is the bending the edge.
Okay.
Um,
Bending.
like there's like just small things like understanding sets, understanding what I'm getting from the offensive tackle. Am I getting a jump set? Am I getting a 45-degree angle? I'm gonna get like um, a drop back. Like am I getting what type of block? And understanding that and understanding the actually studying in depth what's the offensive tackle trying to do? What's the alignment of the tight end? What's he trying to do there?
Yeah.
Why is the back away from the quarterback like 3 yards? Understanding formation, understanding like what's happening on the football field. I think that will elevate my game to the next level. So,
I feel like that's such a chess match
oh yeah,
too.
absolutely.
'Cause
And also, say again.
No, I feel like everything you just said is like, because it's even where their
Mhm.
feet are pointing, where they're positioned, like
Yeah,
everything, every little thing I bet goes into account.
yeah. And learning how to study film.
Okay.
I think that's a big part of like, okay, because every team is not gonna change their identity for the other team. They keep their offensive plays, they keep what they're doing, their back sets. Every college coach is different, every team is different,
Mhm.
and learning what I need to get better at, like my get off needs to be faster, other than just chopping my feet, or other than just being going power, 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 maybe hit him with a hand combo, or
Okay.
going like 1-2, going in like maybe if he jumps at me, go inside or other way. It's like there's a lot of things like that I need to get better at, and I will. This is 100%. And also going into the year, how do I deal with chip blocks? Because I'm sure I'm gonna get chipped next year for sure.
Mhm.
How to deal with that. Also, how to stay level through my game. Not Coach D like been telling me this, like how to not go as a wave, right? Like having one good game, one bad game, one good game, one bad game. How to stay consistent throughout
Mm.
the year.
Yes.
Um, how to take care of my body. I need to do a lot of things different, you know. Um, I don't want to go in week 13 and feeling like, oh my God, my body hurts,
Right.
you know. Um,
Yeah. Because you're
how,
like,
yeah,
postseason's around the corner, baby. We need
yeah.
that.
And how to be like developing young guys too. So if somebody's coming in for me, I'm expecting to be as good and better because I want that from my team.
Yeah.
Um, and not taking all the snaps and not taking all the reps. Of course, that sounds amazing,
Right.
but and I'll do whatever it takes. But also developing the young guys to you're gonna come in for me, you better do what I do and even better.
Okay.
So
And quick question following up with that. So when you get taken out or like
Yeah.
pulled out, are you kind of like, like, or are you just like, okay, like, yeah, I'm down.
yeah, so that's a good question. Jabril, normally when I get taken out either for a breather
Uh-huh.
or I'm getting ripped apart. 100%.
Okay, so
Yeah.
breather where you're like, okay, I could need a breather,
Yeah.
or
I'm getting
Oh,
yelled at, and
alright.
I'm getting like, "What the hell are you doing?
not doing this,
I'm
you're not-
doing it. You gap, you let your gap open," and I love it. Jabril does it all the time. So, and I love we have a really tight relationship. Um, I remember like in the championship game, I did something wrong. Like I did my wrong assignment. I didn't do what I'm supposed to do. And he called me and he was like, "Hey, you gap," like he's just like yelling.
just,
And you just all you can do is just sit there and be like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
yeah.
I got it. Uh-huh. Yep, that's on me." And all right, like, and I went back in and caused the fumble. I call him and I was like, "You like that?"
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, on the phone? Is he up in the box?
He's up in the box. I was like, "You like that? You like that?" That's what I do. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, on the phone."
Let's go, dude. I bet he's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
and we have a really really good relationship. I love that about us. he can coach me as hard as he wants, and I'll take it. Like in practice, he like have his headphones break his like it's just like very he really means it when he coached me hard, and we have a really good relationship, and I love him as a position coach.
And it's probably because like he cares.
Oh yeah,
You
and he
know?
played here too, so
Yeah, so he really
so
cares.
he like this stuff means something to him,
Hmm.
So I just appreciate him from trusting me and just like telling me like every day, almost every day that, hey, Ahmed, you're my guy. You're my guy. I appreciate you. Like
Yeah.
I love you. I love you too. I mean, he's an awesome coach.
Let's go, dude. I follow-up question too. And so it was kind of on your the moves that you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked this up. So for edge rushers, there's a bull rush,
Mm-hmm.
rip, swim, and then a spin move.
Yeah,
Which one are you the most confident in your game?
confident.
Confident.
I can bull rush anybody.
Bull rush. And
yeah,
so
but this is the thing that I'm good at. Now I need to develop things that I'm not great at.
where we want all of those to be.
Yeah, so we all of them can elevate because if you hit with the offset tackle, hit him with power, he's just gonna set on you, and he's just gonna be like, if it jumps at you, not gonna give you time to develop your bull rush.
Right.
And as you know, it's like offset tackle are really smart, and they also watch film, and they also know what to do, so
Mhm.
they study for you. So this is something that I need to get better at, other than just like maybe like start bull rushing, and boom, hit him with a move.
Mhm.
Or bull rushing, like start my game with a bull rush because he know it's coming, and hit him with something that he's not expected. Or what kind of like set puncher, like what is he a high puncher, low puncher?
Right. Okay.
What does he do with his feet? Is he slow with his feet? Does he turn his hips? There's something like that. So there's a lot of things that I am going to get better at because this stuff means so much to me, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be where I want to be and to help this team be where it's supposed to be,
Mhm.
because we have a really talented team and we should go to the playoffs.
Absolutely.
So there's 100%. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to do that. So I'm just gonna elevate my game to a whole nother level and just study like hand combos. Like I'm known for bull rush, right? Studying hand combos, hand combinations, doing moves, learning patterns, understanding sets, understanding flow, like doing stuff like understanding pursuit angles so I can get to the ball faster, be more efficient, get less. They let the offense get less yards
Yep.
or something like that. Understanding like there's a lot of things, man, I need to get better at, and it's like I can't wait for this off season to grow and just learn because it's gonna be my best year yet.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Okay. And so for the casual fan watching too, so bull rush is when you just kind of
You-
both arms push
Yep.
back. Rip, you do. So which side are you on? Are you left or right?
whatever the field is.
Okay.
So whatever, if the ball's on the right hash, I'm on the left side because that's the side field. If the ball's on the left hash, then I'm on the right side. So it's
Okay.
whatever the field is.
Okay. And then so you would rip
Mm-hmm.
with your right.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of rip. It's like rip is like kind of like from the inside guys a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
because they're okay.
Because we face like more taller guys as the tackles,
Uh-huh.
so we don't want to like rib because there's so much surface for him to hold us.
And that's why you're talking bend. So you
Yeah,
kind of
so I
have
like
to
bend the corner, like get off and then bend the
use
corner.
your
So he's like,
athleticism.
and then reach for the ball so I can like reach for the arm of the quarterback.
Mhm.
Agility wise, just like having that natural going for it, like maybe long arming him or doing stuff like just understanding what he's doing so I can adjust to it and to able to have the ability to adjust throughout the game and stay level throughout the game. Like if I make a good play, that's good. If I make a bad play, it's all right. Just going straight, not going. Let the high be high and let the low be low. Just
Right.
let the river flow. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Yeah. Because you can kind of sometimes feel yourself getting a little momentum,
yeah.
and you're like, all
I
right,
was like, all right, I got
let's
this.
do
And like
this.
have confidence. I'd be like, boom, hit the like
Yeah, and you're
block.
like, okay,
Oh my gosh.
the
all right.
Lord's humbling me.
Yeah. Football is a humble game. It's a really, really humble game.
I believe
Like
it.
football will humble you. Like you're never too good. You never too you never just like gotta stay level, man.
Mhm.
So this is something I need to get better at too, just staying.
Just
Yep. Again, not the high be high, not the low be low. Just
so, was there ever a humbling moment for you so far in your career where you're like, all right, I need to
Yeah.
cool it
yeah.
in game?
UCF. We lost that game. That
This
was
year?
that was a very humbling game for me.
Okay, why?
I was other than there was a 2 minute situation in football, and I feel like I shouldn't like rush up the field, but I did rush up the field and I let like 10 yards, and they were like gaining momentum on us.
Uh,
So that really hurt. And then the worst feeling is going to the locker room and just like understanding you let your brothers down, because that was my assignment. My assignment is just to get to the hip of the offensive tackle because flown zone is away. So stay to the hip and just not let the gap go because he cut it back inside. I thought it was gonna be like a fly sweep.
mhm.
It wasn't a fly sweep. It was just like straight through my gap.
Oh,
So I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it was like that was a very humbling moment for me. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do my own stuff. I'm just gonna.
because I mean, after that game, you went on a tear, dude.
Oh yeah. So that was like, and I also in the blocked field goal, I was 3 inches away from blocking the ball. 3 inches away
On the final field goal.
on the final field goal. I was literally 3 inches.
Oh,
Yeah, I can show you a picture. It's like this
Your
much.
hand and then
It was
what,
like
ball?
my fingertips is right here. The ball is like right there. Yeah. So if I would have blocked it, we would have won the game. And that still haunts me from this day, to be honest with you. But also, there's a lot of humbling moments throughout my career too. Like I missed so many sacks last year. I would have broken the record if I would have get all the sacks that I got.
What is the record?
I have no. I think they're like.
All-time Boise State in a season?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I think all
Who
time is
is
like
it?
16, 17.
Was it DeMarcus Lawrence?
No, it was like a really like back thing. Like I would.
Oh, so we're talking way
Yeah.
back.
Like way when it used to be like a NCAA level school, not D1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so like 90s?
I think it was like the record was like 21 or something like that. I'm not. Yeah.
21
Yeah.
sacks.
No, I would have definitely I would definitely gotten close to 21. Like because I let so many sacks on the table. Like Utah State, New Mexico, I missed 3. So that's like I had 12.5, I would have gotten 3. So that's
Missed.
15.5.
So when you say missed, is it kind of like you had your hand on him, but
I had
like,
my hand on him, but he either threw it away or ran or like passed the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't count
Okay.
for a sack.
okay.
Yeah, and yeah, man, it still haunts me from this day. Trust me. But just need to get better at and just like understanding angles and pursuit leverage because it's very hard to get a sack in college football. Like, to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
it's the quarterbacks that we play. They're
They're all
very
really athletic. Yeah.
Really
They
athletic.
can all run.
Yeah, I remember like bending the corner and going to like New Mexico quarterback. He just hit me one of these. And all right, and then he just like went on a like ran.
You're
this
just like, come on,
Oh, bro,
dude.
come
Can
on.
someone just
I
sit in the
came
pocket?
free.
Just sit in the pocket.
I
Come
can't
on.
freeze. Just give it to me. I thought I talked. I was like, come on, man. Just like stay in the pocket next time. But yeah, so we talk. So it's nice.
Oh yeah. So any like, I'm sure there's trash talk on
Oh,
that
yeah.
defensive and offensive line. or-
Always. Even in practice.
Oh,
Yeah.
energy's flowing.
Oh yeah.
Is there any? So, all 3 years, is there a certain team that does it the most? That like, where you're like, God, these guys are just gonna run their mouths again. Like an opposing team, is there, like any Mountain West team where you're like, man, these guys are loud.
Fresno.
Fresno,
Fresno are loud. Their fans are loud too.
their fans are obnoxious.
Very obnoxious.
Cannot lie,
Yeah.
especially in football.
Utah State too.
Yeah, and dude, Utah State basketball fans, they're up there.
They get personal.
They're a little too personal.
Colorado State, they get really personal too. Oh, that was also a humbling moment.
I was gonna say
I don't want to talk about it.
we don't want to talk about that game.
No, I absolutely don't.
I was gonna say that's kind of when I'm sure everyone's like,
Yeah,
something's got to happen.
yeah, that game was just. Yeah,
I could not
No,
imagine
no,
the horror
absolutely
stories.
not. Absolutely. Not.
Any significance behind the number 91 or any reason behind it?
They just gave me that number and I stuck with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So
Okay.
that was the number I was coming into like wanting 99, but that was Scott, and then Scott stayed there for I think 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, and then I was already like in my sophomore year, so I wasn't gonna change. But I felt number 91. I felt it was good. I mean, I felt it was me. It was a number that I make the number doesn't make me.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanting 99? There's a lot of people 91, not 99, but who's 91? You know, So it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a different type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Okay.
it. So
What else? Okay, so 91.
Mhm.
So yeah, they're just kind of like, hey, here's 91. You're like,
Yeah, I'm
let's
like,
ride.
cool.
Works for me.
I'm not sure if I would like. If it would have gave me 60s. I'm not sure I would have taken that. Or like 87s or 89s. I don't know.
Yeah, because 80s are
Like
like
anything in the 90s, I'm cool with.
right, because that's kind of like
That's-
defensive line standard.
Yeah.
It kind of fits.
Yeah.
Because yeah, 80s it's like wide receiver, tight end.
I kind of wanted to be like a single digit, but my brother was like, no.
Your brother,
Yeah, my brother
he
was
shut
like-
it down.
Yeah, he was like, no.
Because Jabril was 8,
The brew was 8.
and so was he kind of like, yeah, like maybe?
I didn't ask. So I
Okay.
just stuck with 91 because I felt that was my number.
Jabril would have been like, don't wear 8, anything but 8.
Well, I think 8 is somebody already. If I would have switched, I would have switched it like a single digit. But that would have been earlier in my career. Yeah. So
Yeah. So it's been 91 all 3
Yeah.
years. Okay, so
Yeah.
then I mean, hey, keep riding it, brother.
It's my number.
This I think I already know the answer to this based off previous answers, but I was gonna ask like who's like been the biggest mentor for you in your career so far? Is it Coach D? Okay, so
Coach D.
that's what I figured. Cause
I'm a brother too.
a little bit of Corey.
Yeah, and Jabril, Coach Hilgart, all these people
Mhm.
are great-minded people. Like, if something going on with me or I'm dealing with a thing or two, I go to these guys and they help me a ton with everything. Especially Coach D. Coach D checks up on me like almost every day, and Jabril too. Like I see that guy every day as well. Coach Helgart, like great-minded coach. You don't understand how many books he reads, but that guy knows a lot about life.
Hilgart.
Yeah.
And so is he also defensive line with Jabril or
No,
where's
he's
he
the
at?
strength and conditioning coach.
He's strength and conditioning.
Mhm.
Okay.
He knows so much. He just gave me a book today. Shout out to him. But
Shout out Hilgart.
yeah,
for those that don't know, Hilgart strength and conditioning.
yeah, he's awesome, man. With everything, like we do the sauna together. Like it's just like we have that type of relationship. Also with Jabril too, but all these people been so helpful to me, and I'm just grateful for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he was just like, "Hey, here's a book. Check it out."
I know. I told him like I told him like I want to start getting into reading, and starting to like read more, and because I'm not really a great reader, and he has a ton of books. Like if you went in his office, he's like stacks.
Oh, so he's a reader.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Stacks of books, and like open the cabinets, stacks of books. And I was like, yeah, it's like what book would you recommend? And he was like, hey, here you go, take this one. And this one was like embrace the struggle.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, struggle is the way. I don't know by who yet. He gave it me literally today, so I was like gonna start reading in it after. Yeah, so
Tonight.
Yeah,
Start tonight.
he told me to start with 1 page, like a day. If it's 1 page and if it's like it's just a title, just do that.
Really?
Yeah, and then you're gonna get into it like 5 pages, 6 pages, and it's like you're gonna like it,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna be good. So I'm excited.
So he was just kind of like, "Hey, page a day,
Yeah, page a day.
and then if you like it, you'll get hooked."
Yeah, like you get it's like it's a very relaxing thing. I also love reading, like not love reading, like just like starting again
I know what
reading.
you mean.
But I love hearing like motivation stuff, like situations, stuff like that. I love stuff like that. Quotes, good quotes. Love just doing like
Books
just
that'll kinda
hearing
move
it,
you.
hearing it. Inky Johnson is one of my favorite guys of all time.
Okay.
Inky Johnson, David Goggins is just like a guys of like, whoa,
Who's gonna carry the boats?
yeah, who's gonna carry the boats?
Yeah.
It's like guys like that. I'm like, all right, what's their mentality? Like, what? How do you know all
the
that? I mean,
psychopaths?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, damn, that's really nice. But I love hearing and just listening to this kind of stuff.
Any NFL player you model your game after right now? Because I know you said you saw Aaron
Hmm.
Donald and you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah, Aaron Donald.
is he still the man?" Or
He is.
Do we
Aaron
look at-
Donald, JJ Watt is really a big guy, like have a lot of moves. It's like
Dude's a
good,
legend.
relentless guy, relentless. TJ Watt, his brother.
was gonna say his brother's
Yeah.
damn near just as good. It's kind of crazy.
Nick Bosa is really, what's his name? The guy that has a lot of tattoos. What's his name?
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he's a fun player.
Yeah. Cam Jordan.
Cam Jordan,
Mhm.
he's really good, like kind of finesse moves guy.
Yeah.
He's quick. He's got really good hands.
And he's just like, he never stops pass rushing. This
Yeah.
is one thing about pass rush that I think I was most successful this year. It's not that I have a significant move that I use on a lot of players. I just never stop pass rushing. I was like, if I get blocked, okay, I'm just gonna work around the corner to get to the quarterback. Where's the quarterback? And also, it wasn't like a lone thing. Like I got a lot of sacks, but it wasn't like I'm a significant pass rusher. I'm using these moves. No, that other teammates helped me. Like either the D tackle pushed the guard, so the quarterback ran out of the pocket, so I got him. Either the other side of me, something like Dimitri Washington, Jaden Virgin, these kind of people like helped me like pass rush and be like, okay, yeah, they put pressure on the QB. The QB started to escape. I was there. Maybe I did my move. I got to the quarterback. Maybe I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, all right, I got to the quarterback. Maybe I took the inside. Maybe I finessed a little bit. All right. And inch by inch, like you only need like 1 sack. Like, of course, a lot of sacks is good, but 1 sack a game. If you get 1 sack a game, that's 12 sacks right there.
Yep.
1 in a championship, that's 13 sacks right there. 13 games. So if you get like 2 a game, 3 a game, 4, like there's a lot of. I think in Utah State we had like 9 sacks, right?
Oh man, Utah State.
Yeah.
That was
And we let sacks on the table too. Like I missed 2 sacks on that game.
Utah State. Wasn't that was the second to last game?
Yeah.
Right before Air Force.
Yeah. So that game we were going in and we didn't know what's gonna happen. We just wanted
Yes,
to
we
win
were
to be
kinda
a
like-
bowl eligible.
Yes, and then we were
Because
like,
we were 5-5, 5-5, something like that. Yeah, we need we're 5-5. We need 1 game to be like 6-5, so we have like a winning season.
yes, because then 6 games bowl eligible. But
Yep.
then you're like, we have a shot at the conference.
Yep. After we only had like 0.01% to make it.
It was low because I
It was very
think
low.
Wyoming beat someone. Was it Wyoming beat?
New Mexico beat Fresno.
New Mexico beat Fresno. Okay.
And Wyoming, I think, lost to someone, something like that.
Yeah. There was a couple dominoes
Yeah,
that
there's
fell.
kind of like, oh, okay.
You're like, all right, let's now everyone's like, let's go.
Yeah, we're making it.
So yeah, you guys were like, but then Air Force, you being on the defensive line for that offense.
Yeah.
What's that preparation like for that like wishbone triple option?
Playing Air Force is always like a different mindset type of game because they cut a lot and they do a lot of they're a very disciplined team. So you're not expecting a lot of talking. You're not expecting a lot of they're actually very disciplined and
They're
very
kinda-
these guys fight for us. So it's like
Yeah.
you're very going into the game kind of like respecting them.
And they're smart people too. Like
yeah.
they have to like Air Force, you have to have like 4.0.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like very smart people, like know what they're doing. Just like so you're going into that game facing triple options, it's just like always suck because it's like
It could go here, it
you
could
can
go
go
here.
there, you can go there.
Yeah.
So it's just like you have to do your 111. You have to do your 111. Like if there's a gap, you have to fit that gap because they have I don't know if you know this, but they have unlimited coaches in the box. I don't know if you know this about Air Force. Like we only can have certain people in Air Force.
The press box.
No, sorry. If you only have in the coach's office, you only have certain people in the box for
Okay.
any team. Air Force, they can have unlimited.
Why?
I have no idea because they're Air Force. So, like,
So can Army and Navy do that too?
yeah, I think so. So people like coaches watch every position, and if you took the wrong move, they will attack you there.
They will. Oh, so
Yeah.
they'll get on you.
So you have to do your job. Like no matter what, you
Ooh.
have to do your job. Even if it's like a player there, a play there, you have to do your job because they'll attack you. And I remember like Jabril one time, he was like, we keep attacking by this, change that. Like he called me on the phone, and I went to the phone, and I was like, okay, the tackle that like they're pulling so hard, don't take him to the hash, just stay down a little bit so you can make the play. And I made the play. So it's like you have to be very alert that game and very coachable because things can change. And facing triple option, everybody has to fit their gaps. because it's basically triple options is a math number. Like it's like what kind of people we have here that's gonna
Okay.
minus this kind of people so we can make the play here.
Oh,
So it's kind of like a
man.
math
So a
type
full
of thing.
chess match.
So you have
Yeah.
to do your job. You can't do other person's job where it's just is gonna be attacked that way. So
So yeah, I'm sure. Do the coaches kind of harp on you that week prior, like, hey, it's Air Force Week.
I mean last
We
year,
got to do this,
yeah.
this. Is it kind of more like, does it ever feel different?
Air Force is just like the stance is different a little bit because you have to be in like with 4-point stance. You just different alignments, different jobs. Like if you pull, you have to take him this way. If you let this happen, you have to take him this way because there are only a certain things you can do that game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you don't have to be all like jump over a tackle, make a play, be a superhero.
Troy
you know?
Polamalu, the guy.
Yeah,
And then,
you don't have to be that. Ashton can, but
yeah.
you don't.
And he's like 5'9", dude.
Dude, it's impressive. He's really impressive. Yeah. So it's like as playing in defense, you have to do your job to be able to be successful.
Okay. Well, Ahmed, you have a teammate. His name's James Ferguson Reynolds.
Yeah.
He's from Down Under, Australia.
Aussie.
So I have where are my Tim? Oh, they're way over here. I'm trying to put the whole city of Boise on these. Go to Albertsons, get Tim Tams. It's an Australian candy. I think I had Jonah try it too. He loved it. I had Mike try it. He liked them. We got 2 10 out of 10 reviews so far. You have to try it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm a huge fan. And
Tim Tams, huh?
Tim Tams. It's like a chocolate wafer candy. Get it at your local Albertsons. I don't think they're at Winco. If you're a Winco shopper, sorry.
Girlfriend is. She loves Winco.
I love Winco too.
My girlfriend loves Winco.
Take one. I think you might have to kind of pry it out there.
Tim Tams, huh?
Tim Tam, let me know what you think. James says it's the best cookie on earth.
Damn,
Okay.
pretty good.
Freaking legit, huh?
Mhm. Yeah, Tim Tams are good.
I know they're kind of thick, but
I like them.
I compare them to like a Kit Kat.
Imagine this with some milk.
See, that's what James said. No, you just dip it in a little milk, and then,
It's like I think it's a better version of Oreos,
Dude, yeah. It has kind of like that same consistency.
right?
Yeah. And it's not like as heavy.
I like it.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
out of 10, what would you say?
10. I'll give it a 10. That's pretty good. That stuff is good.
Can you do a good James Ferguson Reynolds impersonation?
Oh man. What's up, mate? How you doing, mate? Aussie. Punt the ball.
Boot it, nuke it.
Nuke it. Yeah.
Really good.
Well,
That's good. I was
try.
better than Jonah's.
Really?
Yeah, don't tell him that. But
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Yeah. No, that was solid.
his locker right next to mine.
James?
No, Jonah.
Jonah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not. So your lockers aren't positional. They're what are
No, so it's a little bit different because you kind of have the leadership right in front of everybody.
they? Okay.
Yeah. So you have all the leaders in like stack, and then you have players too, so you can. I don't know. There's a
Everyone can
reason.
see the
There's a
leaders?
reason behind it too. Is like you can't see the leaders. They
There's a
show
why.
up. Yeah. There's a like. It's always been like that. I think it's tradition. It's been always like that. The leaders is always on the front side.
Okay.
Because I remember like, how can I get up there? You
I
know?
want to be there.
Yeah, I want to be up there.
yeah.
Like my sophomore year, I want to be up there.
Yeah.
But it's everybody like takes their time to be up there. So
Who's up there right now?
all the leaders. So
Are you allowed to share the leaders? You don't have to.
yeah.
Okay.
Ashton.
Are you getting a dial? I think you are. I was like, who is that?
that
It's
me?
not me.
Are you sure it's me?
Fletcher, is that you? Is your mic up?
Nope.
Oh, that's not
Who's
me.
getting a call? That's crazy. I'm not getting one.
I have no idea. Maybe. It's
Oh, it might be the computer. I think it's Roberto getting a call. All right. Anyways, back on track. Sorry about that. Just spooked me for a sec. But yeah, who are the leaders?
Mason Randolph, Marco Neciani, Ashton Genty, Jonah, Marker Reed, Cage Casey, Braxton Feely.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot up there. Who else?
So you don't have to be a senior to be a leader. It sounds like. Okay.
You just have to like carry yourself off the field and on the field, like how how many people you impact. What's kind of like
Dude, someone's trying to get a hold of Roberto. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna freaking hang up the phone.
it's all right.
You can keep talking. Go ahead.
Who else? Jonah is up there. Rodney's up there. Mike McCallahan is up there.
Big Mike.
Big Mike is up there.
He's a funny guy.
He is. I love Mike.
Is he kind of like the locker room clown? Is he the? He's not the funny guy.
He is actually very funny, but he has like when time to be serious, he's actually a very serious guy, and when time to like when stuff is not going our way as a defense, he's very loud and very local guy. So
Okay.
he's now.
Oh, so he knows kind of when. He knows the time and place.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
absolutely. Man, I think I listed all of them. Sorry if I forgot anybody.
Dude, no, you better be sorry. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, that thing sounds about right. That's about 8 people, 8, 9.
Yeah, I think I'm missing 2. I think I'm not sure who.
Okay. But yeah, it's a solid squad.
Max Madison.
Maddox. Mad Dog,
I
really?
said Max. What the Mad Dog is up there. Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm probably missing one.
Okay.
Not sure who.
If you think of it, if it comes to you,
I will.
yeah, let me know. But
All
no,
right.
that's a solid squad. Now, are
That
they
is.
captains too? Like
Shea Oladipo.
Shay.
Yep. He's up there.
Look at that. Okay.
So,
So those aren't the captains, are they? Like for coin tosses, are they the
Tube
same?
is up there.
Tubes.
Tubes
Okay.
is up there. They're all coming to me right now. So I was
You're the
like,
tube. Okay.
so yeah, I mean, these the people that kind of like impact a lot of people, and also leaders too on the team.
I like that. Okay.
And there's other players too. There's not enough lockers to be out there, but there's also like I said, influencer group, which is like impact a
Okay.
lot more people and bring a lot
Nice.
more people with them, and probably they're pretty young or they're not just there yet. You know,
I like that.
Coach D's idea, man.
I love it.
Yeah, Coach D's the man.
He is, dude. I mean, from what it sounds like, it
Yeah,
sounds
he
like
is.
he is the man. Okay, let's see. I got. All right, let's play a quick game.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna test your knowledge. We're gonna dive in. I know I kind of gave you a little preview of what we're getting into.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm ready.
we're gonna test Ahmed's knowledge from this previous season,
Damn.
this 2023 season. Also, I got one question for next season, too.
Mhm.
It'll make sense.
All right.
But we can start with this one. The game's like, hey, like, how well do you remember last season? And
Mhm.
so, first question would be, how far was Jonah Dalmas's career-long field goal against UCF? Ooh,
one.
gears are turning.
Yeah. Can you give me like a range? No, or you just
Yeah,
want
yeah, it's in the 50s.
50, 59, 58, 59,
That's respect. That's
Alright.
respect. I mean,
Yeah.
it was 56.
50. Oh,
But,
okay.
I mean, you're giving him that
He drills
respect.
it in practice, man. I'll tell you that. He's pretty automatic.
I saw a video of him doing onsides today.
He's pretty automatic. I'm
Dude.
excited. He's about to break the record. He's about to break the record.
It's going to be the record.
yeah, and like NCAA history.
That's insane.
Yeah, I think he's like 21 away from all-time field goals.
I was going to say, it's very doable.
Yeah, very doable. I
Very
think he's
doable.
got like 24 last season. So
Yeah.
mhm.
So, just going to do our thing.
yeah, it's pretty automatic.
Yep.
Man.
No, yeah, he is. And I think, like, even percentage-wise, I think he's up there, too, with,
He
like,
is.
the record. Or at least
Yeah.
Boise State. I don't know.
I think so.
But, like, 90%, it's ridiculous.
I'll take it anytime.
Yeah. Okay, now how about, like, let's do a certain game.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Do you remember the final score of the Boise State Wyoming game?
Final score.
The final score, October 28th of 2023. The Boise State Broncos hosted the Wyoming Cowboys, which going into it, Wyoming was 5-2. Boise State was 3-4. So we were kind of like, we need this one.
Yeah,
So Boise State came out with the win.
obviously.
It wasn't super close.
It wasn't super close.
I'll give you that hint.
They scored a touchdown, right?
They did, one.
Yep.
So, yeah, Wyoming
remember
had
that.
7.
I remember that by heart.
It was the game after Colorado State.
Oh, don't even talk about that game.
I was going to say, that's all I'll say. That might get you a little fired up there. You guys.
we were in the 30s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
31?
Very close.
33.
32.
Oh.
32 to 7.
I said it in between.
Yeah. 32 to 7 was the final score of that game.
Mhm.
So, next question. So
Okay.
what you're 2 for 2.
All right, I'll take it.
You're two for
I'll
two.
I'll take it.
Okay, we need this one though.
Yeah, we do.
All right. The UCF Boise State game.
All right. Do you want by field goal? Remember that?
No.
UCF game.
Oh yeah. UCF won by field goal, but there were 2 interceptions thrown by the UCF quarterback. Who got those interceptions?
That's a good question.
One of them was a tipped ball.
Yep, I remember that.
Okay.
But the other one, I don't remember.
They're both DBs.
Mm-hmm.
No defensive lineman got lucky.
No. Mark. No, I'm not gonna say that. Jalen got one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jalen Clark got one.
Jalen Clark got one.
Yep.
The second one. Who is it? 2 DBs. Marion McCoy? No.
Nope. This was the first interception of the season, I believe, because we didn't get one against UW. Yeah, we didn't. So this was the very first one of the season. Tubes. Tubes
when
on
he
the
dove
tip
on the ball
in
on
the end zone.
in the end zone.
Yeah.
I remember. I should have remembered that. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive. I remember that now.
Yep.
Yeah, when he really went tip to tip to get the
Because
ball.
I think it hit it hit a Bronco, then like a receiver, and then
Yeah.
he got it. And I was like,
I remember that.
and it was massive.
Well, Tubes is a safety. He's not a DB, so that's on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well, so because our safety's not like DBs
Mm-mm.
technically. No,
He's
so
a-
DBs are corners.
Yeah.
That's my fault. Okay,
3
hey,
for 3.
I can't knock you for that. That's 3 for 3. Because you were like, oh, Jalen, for sure.
Yeah.
And
he's
so
a
then
DB,
you were
and
stuck
I was
on
thinking about
corners.
the other DB. I was like, oh.
It's not McCoy. Because that's
Yeah.
when I was like, maybe he was thinking only like corners.
Yeah.
Hey, that's on me. That's
That's
on
all
me.
right.
That's
All
on me. But yeah, tubes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do one more here. Jeez. UW, they went to the Natty. Is that
That's
kind of
great.
crazy to think
It
about?
is. I wish they won though, so we were like,
Yeah,
we played you though.
we played UW.
It's still pretty impressive, but you know.
Oh, absolutely. But it's kind of cool to be like, yeah, I went up against like a national championship offense. Did it kind of
It's
feel
pretty
like
good.
it?
Yeah, it did. They were pretty really efficient. Really efficient for throwing the ball. The rush wasn't even able to get there. Just
That's what I noticed, dude.
and they have really good receivers too. I'm like, they're very, very talented.
Yeah, well, they had like 2 Bolitnikov
Yeah,
finalists.
really, and they had Heisman Trophy finalists too.
Yeah. You're like,
Yeah, that guy was pretty good too. So.
I was to say, yeah, seeing Penix just throw those footballs, you're like,
All respect to them. Play us again.
hey, Oregon,
Yep.
let's
go.
get them, bro.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make a trip to that game.
that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I want to go to Eugene and check out that stadium. But all right, next question.
All right.
So, the Mountain West Championship,
Mhm.
Boise State, UNLV.
Mhm.
The final score, 44-20.
Yep.
You guys turned it up. Taylon Green was very active on the ground with his legs. Do you remember how many rushing yards he had? This was pretty exact. I'm sorry,
yeah,
but
he passed 200, right?
it's passing yards, yeah, but just rushing. Do you remember how much he had? Because he had that long touchdown run
Yeah, after that fumble.
after that fumble.
Because that alone was 70 yards.
Yeah,
That alone was 70 yards.
yeah, that thing he took off.
Yeah. I think the rest of it was like 170, 100, right?
He had only 90.
What?
8 carries for 90 yards.
That's so impressive.
Yeah,
Still.
because Genti had 150, Halani had 76. Like
Okay.
you guys as a team had almost 300 yards on the
Yeah.
ground.
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of crazy.
We could run the ball.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the stats now. Austin Bolt, 72-yard reception. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
McCoy, he got his.
Mm-hmm.
Simpson with the club got
That
this.
was that was impressive.
I was
too.
gonna say, what? How do you like? Does that hurt?
He's really athletic. Andrew, he's really athletic. Like he makes a lot of plays. It's like pretty impressive. What he
Yeah,
does in practice.
because that was kind of like a diving
I
interception.
know, yeah,
right?
and it's like he doesn't have hands.
So I was
So
like,
he
how
just
do
have
you?
one hand and a club.
He just kind of.
So I don't know how maybe or something. I don't know, man. It's just like it was pretty impressive.
That was
yeah.
nuts.
I looked at it and I was like, all right, cool. Time to take off the field.
You're like, all right, let's go, Drew.
Yeah, come on.
What was it like playing in Allegiant Stadium?
It was awesome. It's crazy
seems
like
nice.
to play Madden and to be like, wow, I played at that stadium. You know, it's like it's NFL stadium, so it's like it's crazy. It's like and the fans were out there and it's like you see the big screens and it's like, whoa,
It
that's
looks.
awesome.
It's. I mean, I think it's like $1 billion stadium. If I'm not
It's cr-
mistaken.
yeah.
Dude, does it feel like?
And the locker room too, and when we go under like with the bus and everything, I'm like, whoa, that's
what?
and we have to go through security and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, that's
How's the grass? Did it feel
it felt a little weird
okay?
to be honest with you in the beginning, but then we got adjusted to it. So
Okay. Weird as in kind of like a little slippery, or was it just too nice?
I don't know. It's just that the turf felt weird a little bit.
Okay.
Like I don't know if it was my cleats or anything, but that game I looked down and I had a cut on my cleat, and I was like, oh no, that's not good. Right, we're about to go. So I think I played a series with like a broken cleat. So maybe that's why I felt weird. And then I
Uh-huh.
got to the sideline, and then they
Readjusted.
readjusted it, and then I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
But I think I think that's why I felt weird a little bit, but it was cool though.
Final question.
Mhm.
This is gonna be for next season. How well do you know the schedule?
I know pretty.
Do you know who's the fourth opponent on the schedule?
We have Georgia Southern,
Yep.
Oregon.
Yep.
Oh shit.
This is where it gets. Yeah, you're kind of like, oof.
Yeah. The fourth one.
Back-to-back home games. Coming
Yeah.
home.
Yep. Back-to-back home games.
You got the Vikings of Portland State,
Portland State, then Washington.
Washington State.
Washington State, yeah.
That's the fourth one. Look at you,
Yeah,
5
hell
for
yeah.
5.
Hell yeah.
Round of applause for Ahmed Fletcher. Come on. Wait for it.
My bad. Hold on. I switched to the
Oh, the outro.
yeah.
Okay, get
Hold
the
on,
round of
hold
applause,
on.
baby. Dude, he did so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Washington State, and that's when
Mm.
it looks like conference play starts, and then Oregon State round out the year.
Okay.
That's kind of different.
Yeah, it is. And I kind of like it too.
I-
So it
yeah.
kind of like gives you
A new jolt eventually, like, all
Yeah.
right, let's get them, dude. Because I mean, they
big
got
teams.
us. They got us pretty good
Yeah.
2 years ago
I can't wait.
on the road.
Any team that played us, I mean, lost, I want to play them again. Like, run it back,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. No.
Run it back.
Absolutely.
Run it back.
Okay. And Oregon State too. That's perfect. And it's here.
UCLA, run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Yeah, they kind of went through some turnover too. They lost Chip Kelly. They had a lot of transfers. That was kind of an interesting game for you guys.
Yeah.
So,
That'll be good, man.
yeah.
Boise State is going to be back on top. I promise you that.
No, I'm ready.
We're going to win some games. Like, we're going to win all the games. Like,
I'm-
I'm just like,
Ugh,
I have
I'm
the
for sure
I have
ready,
the
dude.
confidence, you know? I don't want to, like, just talk, but I just, like,
No, you guys are
the
gonna
work
rock
that
it.
we're doing right now is, like, of course, it's a game at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, but we're going in a different mentality, different head coach, different staff, different mindset of the players. So it's like,
We're coming.
yeah, basically. That's the energy that we are.
I love it.
Mhm.
And so this Saturday,
Mhm.
the spring game. Before we wrap up, anything you want to tell the fans? Anything you want to look forward to this Saturday that are going to the spring game? Anything where you're like,
Yeah.
what are we looking for?
Um,
You can tell them right here too.
cheer us on. don't feel bad if somebody doesn't like make the play or if something happens in defense or offense. It's all about development as a young people. Um, we like this the game is for you. We're not expecting to go in, show all the pressures that we got, show all the plays that we got. It's just like to put something on to tell you guys that we are working and we work is in progress and the work is not done. So you're gonna expect a lot of young people going in.
Nice.
A lot of just to have that different, like have fans there and have that different feeling and how they gonna perform under pressure. It's a big thing in football. It's like how you gonna perform with 40,000 people like right there. And going different games, and we're going to different stadiums too. So it's gonna be really important for us to like you guys cheer them on and be out there, be loud, and we can't wait to see you all. So, yeah.
I love it. And for those of you guys going, yes, it's just spring ball.
Mhm.
A lot of moving parts, a lot of kids that we want to get active. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of freshmen probably
There is
gonna
yeah.
be.
There's a lot of like I know my position group. There's a lot of freshmen going in.
Nice.
There's a lot of interior young guys going in.
That's exciting.
New quarterback's gonna switch every like series wise. Like and I know that from the offense, I'm not sure yet, but I know for a defense, like there's a lot of young guys gonna go in and get some reps, like get the feel of the game, because it is a game,
Hmm.
and just have that different feelings and how you perform under pressure and how you gonna like do what you practiced.
That'll be fun, dude.
Yeah,
Do
it'll
you?
be.
I actually genuinely don't know this. Are redshirt freshmen, can they play in the spring game, or do they just can't play at all?
No, Redford Furman can't play.
They can play in the spring
Yeah,
game. Okay.
because it's not a game.
Okay. It's just
It
something
is
that you're
technically,
putting on.
but it's not a game that you're gonna play a different opponent. It's like it's basically like a practice.
It's a scrimmage practice. Yeah.
It's basically like a scrimmage,
Okay.
basically. So you can put them in and you can play.
Okay. Cool. I just didn't know because like red shirt, it's like they got to sit. They're never in pads.
In
So.
in actual games.
Okay.
It's
Fall.
different.
They,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Ahmed Hassanein.
Now it's time for